Hey guys, good morning and welcome to day four of our 6 days of decluttering. We are past the halfway mark and I'm so happy to be with you this morning because another crazy day. We had a 2-hour delay. My kids, some of them just left out the door. It's so weird when we have a 2-hour delay because I'm so focused on times, and when times change, then it's like goofy. So we're here, we got snow, it's beautiful, and kids are celebrating, and life is good. So welcome, thank you for joining me today. Hi Gina, good morning. I would love it if you guys could tell me if you can hear me okay, sound is good, and if somebody wants to share that into our Declutter My Home group, that would be awesome too. If you're just new joining us, good morning Renee, good morning. We are doing a 6 days of decluttering challenge, and it's not too late to join in. There's a link at the top of this post where you can click over and get the free workbook that goes along with the challenge. And do I have mine? I do not have mine handy. I don't have it, but it's got tips for you and a checklist. And today we are talking about food storage. So food storage is something that can take up a crazy amount of space in your kitchen, right? It seems to multiply, and could take up a lot of room. Hi Pat, good morning from Jackson. Oh, good, thank you Beverly. I'm so glad the sound is good. Hey Gina, good morning. Thank you Renee, thank you so much for sharing. Let's see, okay, so food storage. I know probably there may be some of you that have food storage like Tupperware that you've had for decades, right? Like this stuff lasts forever, and then some of it is crappy and it doesn't last at all. So you might have a huge collection saved up. And so I have some tips for you there. Now we have mostly glass. Good morning, Katrina, good morning. We have mostly glass for our leftovers and our food storage. So I actually store them mostly with the tops on, right? And then I stack them, and it does take up a little bit more room, but it is so not messy, and it's really easy. You don't have to hunt around for lids, and it's super easy to find them. So I have them in my cupboard, like this. I like the Pyrex ones. Got some round ones. So I just do this, and I have weeded out all of the yucky ones, the ones that just we don't use. And so we just kind of have what we need. So that is a challenge for today, is to go through and pull out all your food storage. A lot of these times the tops go bad, or they're missing, or they don't match up. So just pull out everything that you've got, sort it out, see which ones, and you'll probably know, this one, I never use this one, or this one's all stained, or whatever it is, and see what you can get rid of, and then put back what's left. Another thing that I do have plastic for lunchbox stuff. You can't send glass to school. They're not going to love that. So, and I have 4 kids, so we've got a lot of lunchbox stuff. And what I do, I have this kind of bin, and I literally toss all of our lunchbox containers in this bin when they come out of the dishwasher. And if I get a chance, and if they're dry, I match them up with lids. But everything goes in here, goes in the bin. Good morning, Michelle. Goes in the bin, and when we're packing lunches in the morning, when the kids are packing lunches, I have this whole bin on the counter, and it's really lightweight, so it's real easy to pull out and go and put back. And then when they're done, I just put the whole thing back in the cupboard. And I have a cupboard that this fits in perfectly, so it's really easy to keep everything together, and it doesn't get messy, and I don't have to root around in the cupboards under the countertop. So that's my solution for lunchbox things. And again, weeding through them, right? Just getting rid of what you don't need. We did condiments yesterday, and I was loving all of your photos about condiments and how many you found. You found like 3 mustards and 2 mayos, and just think of all the space that you can free up in your fridge when you get rid of those things that you're just not using. I mean, that's all we're doing here. We're getting these really quick wins for decluttering that just freshen things up and just make it more pleasant, and it gets back to the topic of clutter blindness, where you don't even notice that these things are, they're kind of not very attractive, but you just live with them. And then when you spend 5 or 10 minutes to clean them up, it's like, oh wow, I like my kitchen now. My kitchen, I like it more. So a little effort here can go a long way, right? Let's see. Okay, so what else? By the way, I would love your questions. If you have questions, go ahead and pop those into the comments, and we will talk about some of that. Oh, I promised you guys yesterday I have something exciting to share with you. So I wanted to do something a little different, and this is sort of, thank you, Michelle. You're awesome too. Decluttering is not about getting rid of everything, right? We all know that. It's not about getting rid of things that you love. It's not about never buying things. So what I thought was I would like to have something special that I could, use every now and then as a gift, as a reward. So I had some mugs made, and I am in love with these mugs. They came the other day, this giant box, right? The huge box, giant, this big. And it is full of these mugs. Isn't this awesome? I'm so excited about this. It says declutter my home with the hashtag. It's backwards here, but you can get an idea. And it's just, I'm in love. I'm in love. So I have a whole bunch of these mugs, and I'm going to be giving them out. So if you play along with today's challenge, then I will be picking one person. I will send you a mug so you can drink out of your Declutter My Home mug. And when I drink out of it, I just think of you guys, and just think of all the great work that you're doing. Thank you, Michelle. Isn't it fun, right? Isn't this so fun? Oh, I don't know. I love the color. I love the watercolor treatment. So do today's challenge, and I will share a photo on this post here, and I'm going to pick somebody to mail one of these babies, and there'll be more chances to win too. So they're not for sale right now. They're all in my dining room, and I will be sharing them with you guys. So that is my fun giveaway for today. And I just imagine, yeah, good reminder, right? Isn't it cute? So fun. Just imagine a whole, eventually we get to the point where everybody in the group has a mug, and we can all drink our coffee and think of each other and just appreciate the hard work that we did and feel good about that. Because when you feel good about what you're doing, then you're motivated to do it more. And why not enjoy these little moments, right? It's not all about the big things in life. It's also about the little things. Where can you find today's challenge? There's a workbook. I don't know if you're opted in, Michelle. There's a link at the top of this post where you can go and register, and then you'll get the emails. There's an email a day. There's a little workbook with a checklist. Today's challenge is food storage, to go through and pull out all your food storage and get rid of what you don't want and put back what you do. Yesterday we did condiments. The day before was mugs, right? And the first day was the front of the refrigerator. So you might have done these already. A lot of people have done them already, but this is the kind of thing that you can do regularly. You could probably do this easily 2-3 times a year and find things to get rid of and free up space and just kind of, freshen up the kitchen. So that is the link. Oh, and by the way, when you do register at that link, then there's some bonuses on the back end that you can get just for sharing. So there's some really good stuff. People have really been enjoying those bonuses and freebies. There's a little presentation that I did called the 4 clutter tests. And those are 4 questions that you can ask yourself. The Marie Kondo gave us this question, does it spark joy, right? And that's how she says that's how you can decide if you want to keep something. And I love that question because, so much in our house, it's easy question to answer. Does this spark joy? Does this mug spark joy? Yes, it does. I'm going to keep it. Does this old yucky food storage spark joy? Totally doesn't. I never use it. It's ignored, and it's easy to get rid of it. But that question doesn't always work, right? Sometimes you have something and it does not spark joy at all, but you certainly need to keep it, the toilet plunger or, extra snow boots and just all that kind of stuff. You need it, but you don't feel joy when you look at it, but you're certainly not going to get rid of it. So I have 4 other questions that you can ask yourself to help you yourself make the decision whether you want to keep something or not. So you can get that right on the other side of that link. And if you didn't get the bonuses and you did opt in, or if you lost that page, you can feel free to message me. Message the page. Just click there. There might be a message button on this post. You can message me that way. That's the quickest way that I can get you those bonuses. I'll send you the link again to that. Okay, so let's see, food storage. Yeah, that's all the tips I have. Katrina says the vacuum never sparks joy. Yeah, you know what? I love my vacuum actually. Mine does spark joy. I love vacuuming. I don't know what it is. I don't get to do it as much as I'd like, but something about freshly vacuumed carpet really appeals to me. But that's just me. I'm kind of weird that way. My washing machine sparks joy too. I love my washing machine. It's like, oh, I love it. Every time I see it, I'm like, I love you, because it's so big, right? I have a giant washing machine, which is great because it cut my laundry time in half when we bought this new washer dryer, like, because we had a really small one before. So laundry, there was just a lot of attention needed to move things and, you know, start a new load. And now the new big one, it holds like twice as much. So yeah, lots of things that don't spark joy that we need to keep, right? Snow boots, snow shovels, just all that kind of stuff. So that's all I have. If you are not already a member of Declutter My Home, we want you in there. There's awesome stuff happening, super supportive. So, you know, there's a link on the page that you can join our group, and if you're decluttering, or if you want to be inspired to declutter and you want to see what other people are doing, that is the place to be. All right, so that's all I have for you now. Click that button, sign up. Share this video if you like. I would love it. And do today's challenge so you can be entered to win one of these babies. All right. I got to go shovel, you guys. We have a really long driveway and it is covered in snow. So I'm going to be doing some non-joy sparking snow shoveling, but it's not that bad. And it's really pretty. So that's what I'm off to. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you here, Lord willing, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Okay? Bye.